Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to set up Webhook inside VBOUT. VBOUT is a marketing automation platform designed to help businesses manage and streamline their online marketing efforts. It combines tools of email marketing, social media management, landing page creation, lead generation, and customers' engagement all in one place. With VBOUT, users can automate campaigns, track customer behavior, create personalized experiences to boost conversations, making it easier for businesses to grow and manage their marketing activities efficiently. And in this video, we're going to learn how to set up Webhook inside VBOUT with Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see I've created a workflow in the name of how to set up Webhook inside VBOUT inside my Pabbly Connect account. And after creating the workflow, you can see there are two windows in front of you. One over here says trigger, other says action. Trigger and action are the two most important steps, two most important concepts of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles right over here. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step, and for the trigger application over here, I'm going to select it as VBOUT. As in this video, we're going to learn how to set up Webhook inside VBOUT. That is why trigger application is going to be VBOUT, okay? And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new user joined to a list, okay? This trigger event helps whenever a new user is going to be joined in my VBOUT list right over here. Automatically, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. This trigger event is going to help us with that, okay? After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a Webhook URL. With the help of this unique Webhook URL, we are going to create a connection between VBOUT and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk one by one. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, let's read all the steps given here below one by one. It says log in to your VBOUT account. Navigate to left sidebar automation section. Click on create automation button. Drag and drop joined module from the user section. Double click on join module and a pop-up dialog box will appear. Select the list from the drop-down and click Save Configuration button. Navigate to the left sidebar Actions section. From the list of action, drag and drop the Sync to Third-Party module. Click and drag the arrow icon to connect both object module. Double-click on Sync to Third-Party module. A pop-up dialog box will appear. Navigate to third-party section. From Choose What to Sync section, select Webhook's trigger option. Copy the Webhook URL above and paste it under the Post API URL section and save configuration. Click on Joint and click and drag to connect the object right arrow to connect and joint sync to third-party module. From the options drop-down, save and publish the automation. So these are the steps that we are going to follow in order to connect VBOUT to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to log into my VBOUT account. So this is my VBOUT account. As I've logged into it, from the left side panel, go to this automation section right over here. As we're going to do that, you will be landed towards the automation page, and on the top right corner, it says create automation. Click on this button right over here, okay? After click on this button, we will be landed towards the automation page in which we are going to create a new automation. It is asking for the name of the automation. For the name over here, I'm going to give it as testing webhook. Okay, so this is the name that I want to give to my workflow that we are going to create, the automation that we are going to create. Okay. Now we are going to create the automation. From this panel, under contacts, you can see it says joint. I'm going to drag this joint to this section right over here. I'm going to double click on it, okay? As I'm going to do that, it is asking for us to select right over here. For the select over here, we have to select the list in which whenever a new contact is going to be joined, this automation is going to be triggered. So for the trigger over here, I want the list as Pabson. You can see right away, I'm going to select this list right over here. Okay, I've selected the list. Okay. Now, whenever a contact is going to be joined in this list right over here, automatically, this automation that we are creating in our VBOUT account is going to be triggered. Okay, I'm going to click on this Save Configuration button after that. As I've done that, our trigger is now been done. Now after setting up our trigger, next to trigger on this left panel, it says actions, go to it. And from the given options right over here, you have to select this action of sync to third party right here over here. You have to sync over here and drag it right over here. Double tap on it. As we're going to do that, over here in this panel, it says Webhook. You have to click on it. For the enter URL, I'm going to paste the Webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. Okay. After pasting the Webhook URL, it is asking for all these options. I do not require them, so I'm going to skip the part. And after filling all the required details, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply click on this Save Configuration button right over here. As I've done that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two trigger and application to each other. For that, I'm going to click on this arrow and I'm going to just simply connect these two right over here like this in this manner. So you can see I've connected the trigger and the action right over here, okay? As I've successfully set up the trigger and the action, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this options page. I'm going to first save this automation that I've created. You can see over here the automation has now been saved. I'm going to click on continue and again I'm going to publish this automation. As now this automation has also been published, I'm going to exit this page from here. You can see that this automation in the name of testing Webhook has been now successfully added. The status is active. You can see right over here. As now the automation is successfully added, if I'm going to go to the contacts page and to the list right over here, I've created two lists from which I'm going to select the list in which I'm going to add the contacts of my customers. So this is the list right over here, okay? I want that as soon as the contact is going to be added in this list right over here, what should happen is Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that contact being added right over here, okay? So now in order to do that, we're going to create a contact in this list. For that, I've created this form right over here. So now I'm going to fill in the details. For the first name over here, I'm going to write it as test. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as smart. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as testsmart@pabblytudes.com. And for the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number, okay? So this is the contact details. I'm going to click on this submit button to create the contact. As the contact has now been created, if I'm going to go back to this list and refresh this page from here, you can see a contact in the name of testsmart@pabblytudes.com is successfully created in this list right over here. You can see, okay. As the contact has now been successfully created, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. We are not going to have the response. As in the note it says, Webhook response will take more than 2 minutes to reflect. So I'm going to wait over here for 2 minutes for the response to be reflected. As I've waited for 2 minutes, you can see right over here, we've captured the response of the new user being added to the list, okay? For the contact, email comes as testsmart@pabblytudes.com with the contact ID and the contact number you can see right over here with all the other details, okay? As we have received the response, this means that VBOUT has now been connected to Pabbly Connect, and this is how you set up Webhook inside VBOUT with Pabbly Connect, okay? So this was it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.